Welcome to the Lesson 7 sampling tutorial. The first step is to locate an audio file or song that has a section of audio that you would like to work with. Once you've obtained this file, we're going to open it with a free wave editing application called Audacity. You can find the link to this file above within the resources section in this lesson. Next, I'm going to search for and open the audio file that I've selected for this lesson. I'm going to queue this up so that we can highlight and export the portion of the audio that I want to work with. Typically, you want a section of the instrumental. Remember, we're going to play this on top of an existing drum beat, so we want to try to stay away from samples that already have percussion in them. I'm going to select this cursor tool, which is going to enable me to highlight the audio that I want to capture here. I'm going to select the first selection of audio, which is the intro to a song from the 70s entitled Dancing in the Moonlight. Now that I've selected this, I'm going to File, Export Selection, and save it to my desktop where I can reopen it in Recycle. Be sure to save it as either a WAV or AIFF file so that we can import it into Recycle 2.1 in the next application. Okay, welcome to the Recycle tutorial. The first thing we want to do is take the file, the audio sound file that we exported from Audacity, and open it up within Recycle. So I'm going to go down to my Recycle program, which is right here. I'm going to initiate Recycle 2.1. What we want to do is load up that sound file that we exported as either a WAV or AIFF. So I'm going to search for that now. Here it is. The first step you want to do once you open your file in Recycle is to establish the amount of bars that you'll be working with. This will set your BPMs or your tempo. So I'm taking my left marker, you can see this here, my left loop marker, and this is your right loop marker. I'm going to set those up. It looks pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and crop that. You can see that I'm cropping this sound file here to get rid of all the excess material that I won't be using for my loop. Now what you want to do is establish your chops, and when you do this, this is what's going to essentially dictate what key plays what when you get it set up within Reason and you import it. So select this pencil tool, and you want to set your chops where the largest transients are. That's a general rule. You can do it to your own preference, but I found that when you sync it up with the tempo, you want to customize it to where you can see these peaks here. The highest peaks of the wave audio transient. And we'll preview this for you in just a second. So this looks pretty good. I'm hitting all these peak transients. What we'll do is we'll select the pointer tool, and this will let us preview our chops. Bars, let's go ahead and play it and see how many bars we have. We're going to count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 bars, and we didn't quite get to 4 for the 4th bar, so it's going to be 3 bars and 3 beats. That's going to set us up at a 69, almost 69.195 BPM tempo. So you're going to hit this here, this play button, and that's going to set you at your default preview tempo. Now we can preview our chops here. Let's see what we have so far. So this is going to be transposed across our keyboard. That'll be our first chop. I like how that sounds, so I'm going to try to separate it right here in the middle. Let's play that one more time so you can see. Okay, so I'm going to set this chop right here. And let's play and see what that sounds. That works. And it starts another melody right about here, so I'm going to chop it there and we'll preview that. That works. Sounds pretty good. I'm going to chop right here at this peak transient. And with that, I think we're pretty good. So the final step, in order to export it, you want to export it as what's called a Rex file. And that's what we'll import into Reason when we do our sequencing. So I'll do a file, save as, and we'll go ahead and save it to our desktop. Save. And now we're ready for our next step when we import and sequence our audio that we've chopped here and recycle.